Hi, my name is Florence. I'm 16. I used to think my family was just a show. Perfect on the outside and inside, well, listen. My dad left us when I was 4, and my sister Evelyn was 3. We never talked about him, like he never existed at all. Since then, Evelyn and I never had a normal childhood. While other kids stayed in pajamas and watched cartoons, we were posing for morning selfies with perfect hair and captions like, "Good morning." Mom wanted us to be the best at everything: dance, guitar, French, chess, and обязательно natural photos for social media after every class. Like we were so talented and everything was easy and fun for us. Spoiler? It wasn't fun at all. The only thing that saved me was drawing. When I picked up a pencil, it felt like I entered another world. A place where I could be myself. No filters, no hashtags. When I got older, I secretly applied to an art school without telling my mom. I didn't even expect to get accepted. I just needed to know that I could do something on my own. But my mom didn't slow down. One time, she woke us up at 5 in the morning on a Saturday. She said we were going to the mountains. I thought it would be a picnic or something fun. Yeah, right. She wanted the perfect sunrise shot for her stories. While Evelyn and I were freezing on the slope, she was running around with a camera. Smile like this is the best morning of your life. Evelyn had tears running down her face from the cold. And I was just angry. I couldn't pretend. But my mom acted like everything was fine. Content mattered more than feelings. But the real breaking point came later. We had a presentation at school. Everyone had to talk about themselves as a leader of the future. My mom helped me make the slides. There were photos of me, trophies, medals. Everything looked impressive, but I didn't feel like a leader at all. When I walked onto the stage, I just forgot my words.
My dad told me he left my mom because she wanted him to become someone successful, someone impressive, someone with goals. But my dad just wanted to live, grill meat on weekends, play guitar in the evenings, and be happy. And I understood him way too well. We spent our nights by the campfire, talking, listening to music, sometimes just sitting in silence. And somehow, that silence felt good. Just fire, warm air, and no pressure. For the first time in a long while, I felt calm. I'd lie on the roof of the trailer and draw. My dad would tease my sketches sometimes, but kindly. He never tried to turn me into someone else. He just accepted me. But one thing felt off. Justin still hadn't come back. My dad said he was always busy, but never explained where he was or what he was doing. I asked a couple of times. Dad avoided the answer. Then, one day after school, I saw Evelyn. She was standing by the gate. Her eyes were red, like she'd been crying. "Flor, can I talk to you?" We sat down on a bench, and she just broke down. "I can't do this anymore. Mom is driving me insane. Every second, be perfect, cover your acne, one bad grade is a disaster. And my boyfriend dumped me. He said I'm like a robot." I looked at her and felt my chest tighten. That was my sister, my Evie, the same girl I used to hide under a blanket with during thunderstorms. "Come with me," I said, "to Dad's place. There are no rules there. It's just calm." The next day, Evelyn stood up to Mom for the first time in her life. "I don't want to live to please anyone," she said.
I just want to be myself. Mom talked about betrayal, about how everything she did was for us. But Evelyn was already packing. "I'm going to Dad's," she said. "And no, I'm not changing my mind." When she showed up at the trailer with a backpack, Dad smirked. "Well," he said, "looks like I've got almost a camp now." And that's how a new chapter started. We'd lie in a hammock together, eat spicy cheese chips, laugh at stupid TV shows, and take photos with stray dogs running around the neighborhood. They weren't staged selfies. They were real. Messy faces, dirty shoes, the kind of photos you remember, not just scroll past. But here's the strange thing. When you're not allowed to breathe for a long time, you only dream about freedom. And when freedom finally comes, you don't always know what to do with it. At first, it felt like freedom. Real freedom. No pressure, no schedules, no constant voice telling me who I should be. We laughed more. We slept longer. We stayed up late watching stupid shows and eating whatever we found in the kitchen. But freedom has a strange side. When no one pushes you, no one holds you either. Days started to blur together. I forgot about homework, slept through a test. One day, my teacher stopped me after class. "Florence, I know you can do better. What's going on?" And I honestly didn't know. I wasn't sad. I wasn't angry. I just didn't want anything. The trailer was a mess. My sketchbook stayed closed. I spent hours scrolling, eating cereal straight from the box, watching life move somewhere without me. And then the letter came. I opened it, and my heart jumped. Art school. Interview invitation. I stared at the screen, not breathing. This was it. My chance. I set my alarm for 7 a.m., prepared everything. Clothes, portfolio, even the words I planned to say. But in the morning, sunlight was already burning through the window. I grabbed my phone. 10 a.m. I ran. Messy hair, heart pounding. "I'm sorry," they said. "The committee has already left. We're not taking anyone else today." I cried harder than I ever had. Because back then, my dream was taken from me. And this time, I lost it myself. That evening, Evelyn and I sat on the trailer roof. She was eating ice cream. I scratched peeling paint with a stick. "So, what now?" I asked. "We ran away from Mom, and now, are we just drifting?" "I don't know," she said, "but I wouldn't go back." And then we heard shouting. "Get lost! I'm not coming back, ever!" A guy stormed out of the trailer. "Hey, are you okay?" he snapped. "And who are you?" "We're Tom's daughters. You must be Justin." He laughed. Well, this just turned into a TV show. We talked for a long time that night. Justin hadn't lived with Dad for months. He was working at a small auto shop, saving money for mechanic courses. Or trying to. Because every time he saved something, Dad would borrow it and forget to return it. "He's a good guy," Justin said. "But he's an anchor. You can't grow tied to someone who refuses to move." That line stuck in my head. Mom wanted perfection. Dad wanted comfort. One pushed too hard. The other didn't push at all. And somewhere between pressure and laziness, there was me. I couldn't live with Mom, but staying here felt like slowly fading out. It felt like there was no winning side. Until one night, In the dark, Evelyn whispered, "What if we stop running from them and make them change?" "You want to reprogram our parents?" "Maybe they're just undercooked," she said, "like pancakes that need more heat." It sounded insane, which meant it might actually work. The next morning, me, Evelyn, and Justin built a plan. We even gave it a stupid name: Operation Upgrade the Parents. Step 1. Mom. We came back with soft smiles and perfect behavior. She lit up instantly. "We were wrong," we told her. "Without you, we fell apart. You shaped us. We were foolish to resist." She hugged us, made avocado toast, started glowing again. And that's when we started posting. Perfect photos, perfect captions, perfect gratitude. Thanks to Mom, we never settle. Perfection is love. Mom knows best, we just follow. At first, people praised her. Then they got uncomfortable. "Are you okay? This feels forced. Why do teens sound like corporate ads?" Followers started leaving. Comments turned sharp. That night, Mom cried at dinner. "I wanted you to be the best," she said. "And now people think I'm a monster." We said nothing. She needed to hear it from the world, not from us. Step 2. Dad. While we were fixing the pressure, Justin attacked the comfort. Quietly, carefully. He reported the trailer conditions. Not revenge, a wake-up call. A week later, inspectors came. Dad panicked, tried hiding dirty dishes in the oven. When they left, he just sat outside and said, "If they take you away, I've got nothing." Justin answered, "Then stop being nothing. Start moving." And for once, Dad did. He cleaned, threw junk away, fixed the sink from a tutorial video, got a helper job at the shop, budget lists, repair plans, real effort. When we came back that weekend, the trailer didn't smell. The stove worked. There was a blanket on the couch. It felt different, alive. That weekend felt different. The trailer was clean. The stove worked. Dad had a real job schedule. For the first time, effort lived here. And that's when I thought, if change is possible, why stop halfway? So I booked a table at a small family cafe. Neutral ground. Mom came polished and tense. Dad came nervous and overdressed. Justin showed up early, like a referee. The silence was painful. So I broke it. We don't need perfect parents. We need present ones. Your extremes are tearing us apart. Dad looked down. Mom stopped breathing. Then Evelyn said, "What if you switch lives? Just for a week?" They laughed. Then they realized we weren't joking. Mom in the trailer, Dad in the house. No assistance, no shortcuts, no escape. Day 1? Chaos. Mom tried cooking outside, burned everything. Justin accidentally hit her with the hose. She called it sabotage. We called it reality. That night, she slept without makeup for the first time in years. Dad in the house turned into a project manager. Schedules, budgets, lists. He even wore a jacket. Justin caught him rehearsing. "Hi, I'm Tom. I'm more serious than I look." He started reading business books. Without pictures. After 1 week, we met again at the cafe. They didn't look broken. They looked balanced. Mom said, "Comfort isn't luxury, it's care." Dad said, "Structure isn't prison, it's support." They didn't get back together. And that was the win, because peace is better than pretending. And us? We became a real team. Not perfect, just real. And for the first time, I felt like myself.
After that week, something shifted. Not magically, not perfectly, but honestly. Mom stopped chasing perfect. She started asking how we felt. Dad stopped drifting. He started showing up. They didn't fall back in love, and that was okay. Because peace is stronger than pretending. Now when we meet, no one performs. No cameras, no pressure, no roles to play. Just people. Justin is saving for his mechanic certification, and this time, no one touches his money. Evelyn laughs more. Real laughs, not photo laughs. And me? I draw again. Not for approval, not for likes, not to be promising. Just because it's mine. Turns out, you don't need perfect parents to build a real life. You just need people willing to grow. And maybe a little rebellion at the right time.